Hi, this is Justin from Books, Bricks, and Boards. I'm here. I'm going to play a little Marvel Champions today. Wanted to show off my storage solution for Marvel Champions. This is actually the broken token organizer for the core set, and then two of the small set broken token organizers. And if we look really close, we actually have these really nice dividers that were created by one of the forum members on Board Game Geek. I cannot tell you offhand what the username was, but the dividers are great, very simple to print and cut out. Just showing off some of the functionality of the broken token organizer. You've got all of your threat and damage tokens there. Got a really nice, firm, clicking, closing box there. This same thing, just a little bit smaller. If you'll notice, the larger villain dial fits in there. And then the player dials fit right here. And between these three boxes, I have every released Marvel Champions set as of the filming of this video sleeved and organized in these three boxes. And then over to the left, you'll notice some nifty dashboards. Here's one for the scheme. Here is one for the villain. And here is one for the hero. These were all created by Sandbox Gaming, and they come with replacement tokens that are really nice. And I did not color these. They actually came stained to those colors, which is pretty nifty. So today I am going to play a new hero. Most of them are new to me. I just bought back into the game. I purchased Champions when it first came out and got out of board gaming because I was doing a lot of role playing and got rid of it. Just recently got back in a big way, obviously. And so this is Venom. For those of you that haven't paid attention to the comics in recent years, this Venom is not Eddie Brock. This is Flash Thompson. Flash Thompson of Spider-Man fame, the bully from Spider-Man. In this storyline, he actually was a soldier and lost his legs, and they used the Venom symbiote to try to give him back some mobility, and he joined the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to be having Flash fight the Rhino, and I'm going to use the suggested Bomb Scare modular deck for my first run here with Flash, aka Venom. I'm going to set up the camera and we're going to play some Marvel Champions here on Books, Bricks, and Boards. Alright, we're back to play some Marvel Champions here. Hopefully the sound will be a little bit better than it was on the intro. I turned off my dehumidifier here in the basement, so that is hopefully going to help. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy player reference card. I've already done the setup of putting the break in here in play and flipping it to its B side. It starts with 0 threat on it, so we're good there. Flash Thompson has a setup ability too. I discard the cards from the top of my deck until I get a weapon upgrade. This is an item upgrade. So I'm going to get a plasma pistol into my hand. Of course, first I get to draw my hand of 6 cards. Okay. So I have 3 plasma pistols, which is not probably ideal. Not going to play all 3 of them, certainly. So I think I'm going to keep 2 of those. And I'm going to keep 2 of those. I'm going to keep energy. I'm going to get rid of these other 4. I'm going to draw 4 more cards. 2, 3, 4. All right. So I'm going to be able to play a lot of stuff this hand, because after my flips for Flash's ability in my mulligan, I have all 3 of my 2 energy cards in my hand. So I have 3 restricted upgrades, weapon upgrades in my hand. Normally you are limited to 2. However, Flash Thompson and Venom both have the ability that you can have 1 extra. So I can actually play all 3 of these, and I can actually play all 3 of them this hand. Wow. That is, I don't know, it seems like a cool hand. I haven't played Venom, so it may not be, but I'm going to play an energy for 2 to play a plasma pistol. It has 3 charges on it, so I'm just going to do 3 there. And then I am going to play strength to play a second energy pistol, or plasma pistol. Then I'm going to play Genius for 2 energy and discard this for an energy to have 3 total. And I'm going to have a sonic rifle. I think I may run out of tokens at this rate, so I'm going to have to get the original tokens out for this. So let's just go ahead and do 2 there, 3, and 3. This probably wasn't the best hero to use to show off the Sandbox Gaming tokens. I didn't realize how many counters there were going to be involved in this. So I played all my cards. I should put the hit points on Rhino. He's got 14 to start with. So we're just going to put these right here. We're going to go 10, 13, and 14. I think those are actually the threat tokens. Let's go back. So let's do 10, if I can get a hold of it. 13 and 14. So now Rhino's got his 14 hit points, and Flash Thompson has 12, so we're going to put his 12 hit points right here. And then, so I played all my cards. I am going to go ahead and exhaust this, take a token off of it to do a point. I'm going to exhaust this, take a token off of it to do another point. So he went down from 13 to 11. Then I am going to confuse him with this. And so he is now confused, meaning he will not scheme against me. The next time he schemes, he'll just take away the confused token instead. With that being said, do I want to even bother flipping him over for 2 points to lose a card? I could do 2 damage to him, but I'm going to lose a card if I do. I think, knowing that he's confused, I'm just going to take the extra card. So, end of the turn, I ready all of my stuff there, and then I draw up my 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I've got 2 making an entrance. Plus 2 thwart. I got Venom's pistol, so when I run these out of charges, I can play this and discard one of them. And I've got another resourceful and a power of justice. Oh, I got 2 powers of justice. Okay. So, it is now going to be the villain's turn. The villain is going to get to place 1 threat per hero onto the scheme. So that's got 1 on it now. Then the villain and each engaged minion activates once per player in order. That's actually once per hero if you're playing 2-handed. So I am going to scheme because I am on my alter ego side. He's going to scheme and try to run up the threat on the scheme. Unfortunately for him, when he does that, it's just going to knock off the confused token. So he would have schemed for 1 because there were no icons on this. But he did not. So then we are going to deal an encounter card to myself. And I got a Hydra Mercenary. It has guard, so I can't attack the villain while he is alive. So then we flip back to the player's turn, and I got some cards to play again. This will be interesting. Well, I'm going to deal 2 damage to the Rhino. I did not attack him, so I think that's still legal. If it is not, put a note down in the comments. But I think since it's not an attack, it's just dealing damage, it is a legal action. So I deal my damage, and then I will go ahead and use my sonic rifle to confuse him again. And then I am going to play Venom's pistol, which is my 3rd restricted card now. Paid for it with a making an entrance. And I guess I will use the other making an entrance to play resourceful. These other 2 cards I'm probably just going to end up discarding. I am going to flip over to Venom. Forgot about that. Venom has an ability to create an extra resource, but I really don't have anything expensive enough that I need that at this point. Yeah, I'm going to flip to Venom, just so... No, I don't think I am. I'm going to stay in Flash another turn. This is a weird turn. So then I'm going to draw my 6. I actually discarded the other 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got Jack Flag, Project Rebirth. Ooh, that's good, drawing cards. Another making an entrance. Ooh, Spider Sense, that's good. And then 2 more Sonic Rifles. So readying those, I wanted to say untapping, but that's not correct. Then it will be the villain's turn. Place a threat on the scheme. So the scheme goes up to 2. Then the villain will try to scheme, but he's confused, so he fails to scheme. Then the Hydra Mercenary will attempt to scheme. He does scheme for 1 because of this symbol here. So we're going to go ahead and replace this with a 3 spot. And then we're going to deal I guess we're supposed to deal it face down, an encounter card for me. When revealed, you are confused. Okay, so my hero is confused, so that goes right over here. That means the next time he thwarts, it's not actually going to do anything. It's just going to knock off the confused effect. And then that goes away because it's a treachery. And he's gone. Guess I didn't need to turn him sideways. And now it is the hero's turn again. I am going to flip to Venom for the first time officially here. Got a lot of stuff I want to do this turn. Kind of wish I had some of the resources I had earlier. So I definitely know I want Project Rebirth. I want Spider Sense. And I think I probably want Jack Flag. I can't get all that. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be pretty limited here. So I need that. Yeah, I could do... So I could get a Sonic Rifle plus a Spider Sense if I use my special ability. And I think that's what I'm going to wind up doing. So I am going to discard making an entrance, and I'm going to take a point of damage to use my Symbiotic Bond to play the 2-cost Spider Sense. When a villain initiates attack against you, I get to draw a card. Then I'm going to discard Project Rebirth, a Sonic Rifle, and Jack Flag to play another Sonic Rifle. Oh, I can't. No, I can't actually. So I'm going to not do the Symbiotic Bond. I'm just going to play Spider Sense and Project Rebirth 2.0 because the Sonic Rifle would have put me... No, I can do that. So what we're going to do, we'll have to do it in a different order. I'm going to go ahead and do a point of damage with that. Then I have room for my Sonic Rifle. then we're good. So then I have Spider Sense out, which is what I wanted. I can still do this one to do a second point. So that's going to put him at 7 health for his first flip. Then I am going to attack. I'm going to do an attack with Venom. And I'm going to exhaust that to add 1 to his attack value. Actually, I'm going to do it against the Hydra Mercenary. So we'll do 3 damage, which kills the Hydra Mercenary. So now he doesn't have his guard in front of him. And then I'm going to exhaust the Sonic Rifle, lay a little confusion onto the Rhino. I'll probably stay there for a while because I don't plan on moving back to Flash right now. I still have this extra resource that I can discard here. That might have been able to get me flagged, but I think I'm happier with this setup anyways. It's going to be the end of my turn, so I'm going to ready, take the exhausted off of that, and then flip to the villain's turn. The villain, since I am in hero mode, is going to attack me. So I deal this face down. I decide whether I'm going to defend or not. His basic attack right now is 2. I do think I'm going to defend against this, and I'm going to actually raise my defense to a 3. So hopefully I block this. I don't really want to take a bunch of damage right now. So it does not add any, so it was only 2 damage. I blocked for 3, so I take no damage. But I also get to draw a card, and I needed to draw 5 cards for Venom at the end of the hand anyway, so that's 6 total between my card for getting attacked and my 5 cards for being Venom. Ooh, I got a running gun. I know that's good. I've got behind enemy lines, which is good. Multi-gun. Yeah, this is going to be a very solid hand. Okay. So he's attacked. I'm going to deal myself a encounter. Comes in, attach it to Rhino. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Maybe like that. Forced to interrupt. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. At the end of his attack, discard charge. Oh, and it adds 3 to his attack too. Wow. So he'll be a 5 attack the next time he attacks. Oh well. No biggie. So, my turn. I am going to go ahead and gonna play. Oh, I needed to add 1 to the scheme too. Didn't do that at the beginning of the turn. So, with that being said, I am going to pay so we got 2 for Star Wars. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm going to pay those 2 to play Star-Lord. He's got 3 hit points right now. Then I am going to pay these 2 plus my resourceful for a multi-gun. And then I am going to use my multi-gun to remove 2 threat from a scheme. then I am going to use what's left of my sonic rifle to deal 3 damage to Rhino, which puts him at 4 life. Then end of my turn. Oh wait, nope. I still have Star-Lord. Oh, and I needed to put a face down encounter card for Star-Lord out there. Star-Lord is going to activate. He takes a point of incidental damage, and he is going to remove the rest of the scheme threat. Okay, so end of the turn, we untap, we draw 5 cards, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's no longer exhausted, he's ready. And so I've got a side holster, I've got 2 grasping tendrils, I got a behind enemy lines, and I've got a locked and loaded. So, next turn, it's going to be Rhino attacking. I am going to go ahead and exhaust myself to defend it. I am going to make my defense a 3 because he's got a big attack coming. So, gets a +1 to that attack. So his attack becomes a 4/6. I block 3 of it, so I take 3 damage. So I am down to 8 hit points. So we're gonna put those right there. And then I'm gonna draw an encounter card for myself, which was Stampede. He attacks me again. This was discarded after he charged. So if a character is damaged by this attack, he is stunned. I'm going to go ahead and block with Star-Lord. And Rhino does 2 damage to Star-Lord, which is just enough to kill him. Unfortunately, that's all right. He did his job. And this should have gained 1 at the beginning of the turn. So that is. He did it. He attacked me twice, so I got to draw 2 more cards for that, which was Scare Tactic and Savage Attack. So now at this point I have 0 cards on my deck. I am not sure if that means that I need to draw an extra encounter card now, or if that means that the next time I draw, I get an extra encounter card. I'm going to play it the next time I draw I do, but if that's wrong, leave me a note in the comments, please. So we got the Star-Lord encounter ended up being Crowd Control. So it has 2 threat per player to start, so it's got 2 threat on it. And I cannot remove threat from the main scheme while it is in play. Okay. And actually, this is still tapped because I use that for my defense. Okay. So, now, back to my turn. Guess I could have used Grasping Tendrils to block that attack and stun him. That would have been smart, but I wasn't paying attention to what I had in my hand because I am not good at Marvel Champions, but I'm going to get better. Let's see. I am going to go ahead I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 grasping tendrils to play Savage Attack, which deals 5 damage to the Rhino, which is going to knock out his first form. So now he's going to have 15 hit points when he comes back as his second form. And I need to search for Breakin' and Taken. Looks like it's not been discarded yet. Let's see. Breakin' and Taken. Got another scheme. So this one deals an extra encounter card at the beginning of the villain phase. Definitely don't want that to stick around very long. Unfortunately, again, I don't think I got quite enough of the tokens to handle all the schemes, so we're going to use some of the basic tokens. I know these are not the correct tokens for threat, but they're the ones that I got handy, so that's what I'm going to use. So, I got some choices to make here. So I am going to go ahead and spend my 0 cost locked and loaded to search says I search my deck for a weapon upgrade and add it to my hand, but I don't have a deck right now. I'm going to say that would trigger shuffling that deck, which is also going to trigger giving me an encounter card. Again, if I'm wrong about that, I apologize. I've only played probably about 5 or 6 games of Marvel Champions total in both of the times that I've owned it. Great game. I just have so many other games, and this never seems to be the one that strikes my fancy when I actually have time to play. So we're going to go ahead and search the deck. I guess I didn't have to shuffle it all that much because I'm just going to shuffle it again. So I search the deck for a weapon upgrade, and I am going to choose, I guess I am going to choose a plasma pistol. That wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. So that is just going to wind up going into my hand. To be played later. And I've already dealt myself the card, the encounter card. So we're going to discard these two to play behind enemy lines to get rid of Breakin' and Taken. Then we are going to use the multi-gun to get rid of crowd control, and I guess we're going to hold on to the plasma pistol for right now. So I will ready everything, and then it is the villain's turn. Villain is going to remember to add one to the scheme. Then we're going to attack face down. I'm not going to defend it this time. We'll see what happens. 2 damage. I can take 2 damage right So I'm at 6 hit points. Probably soon I'm going to have to heal up, just in case. So then I will deal myself an encounter card. I'll play the one I've already played first. You are confused. Joke's on you. I was already confused. But that means this gains Surge, so I get another encounter card. So I guess the joke's still on me. And that other encounter card is another scheme. It's Bomb Threat. Place +1 threat on the main scheme at the start of the villain phase. That's no good. So I'm going to have this to deal with. Otherwise, the main scheme is going to get out of control pretty dang quick. I guess I needed to draw up my cards at the end of last turn too. See what I've got here. Well, got some plasma pistols. That'll be interesting. So the second, the villain schemes. That was the other encounter card. So I flip one of these and 0 extra. So we put 1 extra scheme on the main scheme. And we played everything else. So now we're back to the player turn. So I am going to... Oh, and he did attack me, so I get to draw a card for that. I am going to discard Resourceful to play Scare Tactic, which deals 3 damage to a confused enemy. Actually, hang on a second. No. Whenever he schemed before, he did not actually get the benefit of scheme. He knocked off confused. My bad. So the scheme is still down at 2 instead of 3. But I could not use Resourceful to play Scare Tactic and deal 3 damage to him. Okay. So instead, let's do this. We're going to play Strength to play Plasma Pistol, which gets 3 counters. And then we're going to play Scare Tactic and Resourceful as energy to get another Plasma Pistol. Nope, I can't do that either because that would be too many restricted. I can only have 3. Never mind. So I guess I get these guys back. And Sonic Rifle is also restricted, so instead I'll play Scare Tactic to put Resourceful out so it's there for later. These other 3 I'm probably just going to end up discarding. I'm going to ping him for a point. So he goes to 14 damage left. Then I'm going to go ahead and thwart just so that I get rid of that confused effect. Then I'm going to use my multi-gun to get rid of 2 threats on Bomb Scare to get rid of that. And then I am going to pass turn to the villain. And I am exhausted because I tried to thwart, but then I ready. And I'm going to discard these. Actually, I'm going to discard 2 of them. I'm going to keep Grasping Tendrils, and then I'm going to draw 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use Grasping Tendrils to cancel his attack on me. So, start of the turn, put 1 threat onto the scheme. I guess I can just put one of those 3s there. And then he's going to attack me. I'm going to deal it face down. When he initiates attack against me, I get to draw a card. I am going to use energy for 2 to play Grasping Tendrils. Actually, wait a minute. Nope. I'm going to play Making an Entrance and Project Rebirth because those are both strength resources. And if I only use strength resources, I can stun him so that next round he doesn't get to attack me. And I canceled his attack. So that's good. And that wasted that card for him. Then I play an encounter card. I get Stampede. Rhino attacks you if he is damaged by this attack. So when he tries to attack me, he gets rid of his stun, so that came in handy. And that is Rhino's turn. So now I think, oh, but he tried to attack me again. He initiated an attack again, so I get to draw another card. So I'm going to go ahead and ping him for another one. Then I am going to use that and add 1 to my attack value, attack him for 3. He's down to 10 now. Couldn't do that again if I tried. Going to discard this, play Power of Justice for 2 energy, Resourceful for a 3rd, Sonic Rifle with 2 on it, then play energy to play Resourceful from my hand, tap that to confuse, and the only reason I did that was so I could do 3 damage to him next turn. Then I am going to deal 2 damage to the Rhino, puts him at 8. That is end of my turn, so I ready everything, then draw up 5 cards. 4, 5. Rhino is going to attack. I am going to defend for 3 after using my pistol to enhance my defense. And so I block everything. Then he's going, oh, he needed to add 1 to the scheme, so it's at 4. He is going to play Shocker. When he is revealed, he deals 1 damage to me. Okay. And that was 2 attacks. No, 1 attack on me. So I got to draw a card for that. And we're going to go ahead and pass the turn back to Venom. I think I may be able to finish him off this turn. And I have my 3 restricted, but I've got a side holster so I can play a 4th restricted, which I'm going to do. And I am going to choose to make that another Venom's pistol. Then I am going to play Genius, discard that to have 3. Actually, wait a minute, I need to do this first. So first I'm going to play my Sonic Rifle. Since he is already confused, that's going to deal 3 damage to the Rhino. Then I am going to play, I'm going to use Multigun to deal 2 damage to the Rhino. Then I'm going to play that for 2, that for 1, so that's 3 energy, to play Run and Gun. before I play that, I'm going to actually increase Venom's attack by 1 with this Venom's pistol. Then I'm going to ready Venom in each weapon upgrade. I'm going to increase his attack by 2 more. So I'm going to be at 5 attack. I'm going to do 2 damage to him. And then he's got 1 left, and then I'll exhaust Venom to finish him off. So the Rhino is defeated. Venom still has 5 hit points left. Shocker was still alive, but you don't have to kill him. He's not a guard. So Venom defeats the Rhino on the normal setting of the game. Hey, this is Justin, back after my game of Marvel Champions, first game with Venom. Such a fun game, so simple, very much in the theme that they were shooting for. You do feel like you're playing a superhero. You feel like you're trying to keep the villain from achieving their goals through the schemes, and you really get a sense of achievement whenever you beat that villain. That said, Rhino is the easiest villain, and I hear Venom is one of the better heroes, so probably not quite as challenging as if I played an Ultron, or I know that Ronan the Accuser is supposed to be pretty tough, so we'll have to try a tougher villain maybe next go around. But wanted to try something relatively simple since it was a new hero I'd never played before. Love the storage solutions with Broken Token. Love the sandbox gaming dashboards for the players, the schemes, the villains. These are all ones that I bought. I don't get any free games or any free organizational items or any products at all. So whenever I talk about something being very good, it is my true opinion. It's not to shill for a company. But yeah, it's Marvel Champions, great game. It is definitely worth a purchase. It does have the downside of if you're like me and you're a completionist, you're going to want to get more. So I started off, I was just going to buy the core set and maybe a couple of the Avengers, and then pretty soon I bought everything. So I will tell you that the Guardians of the Galaxy box set is pretty hard to get right now. I had to buy mine from Canada and have it shipped here. So if that is an issue for you, you might want to think twice if you're a completionist, or wait and see if they restock it. Usually FFG is pretty good about that. But overall, Marvel Champions, great game, good use of your time if you're into some solo gaming. It's also fun with 2. I have played it with a couple players twice, and was good time both times. I have heard that the bigger games can get quite time consuming, and that is one of the downsides of the game. But if you're like me and you're going to be playing it 1 or 2 players most of the time, Marvel Champions, you could certainly do worse than that with your gaming budget and your gaming time. So all that said, this is Justin from Books, Bricks, and Boards. God bless and good gaming.